Joe Keeven joins us here at halftime. Welcome, first of all, and second match of the year tonight. You've probably looked forward to this senior year a long time, I would guess.
Yeah, it's been a long process, actually. It feels great to be on the field, number one, because going freshman year, I was thinking that I wouldn't play, then come in to be a starter freshman year, and then being told you have to kind of like hold off on that dream just a little bit for 4 years of play, and being redshirted sophomore year was kind of a process to go through. But hey, being back here senior year feels great.
Well, let's talk about that freshman year a little bit, because it was a unique situation. Tell folks what happened.
Shane Van Hoosier was the goalie at the time. He was a sophomore when I was a freshman. He actually got injured for our first non-conference games, and I came up as a goalie and pretty much helped lead the team, and then I did really well and just stayed in position the whole season.
Sure. Well, what did you do during your redshirt year then? Because after having played a full year, basically.
Redshirt year, I sat the bench, and I just helped the team get better, every single day. A lot of practicing, just being there, helping them through any hardship or anything like that, just helping the team get better in every possible way.
What was the hardest part about that, mental or physical?
I would say mentally it was the hardest thing, because you just, like you're a freshman, and people come up to you, tell you you've been doing really well in the season, and you're a starter, and you think you have all 4 years locked down, like it's yours. Me told it just kind of hold off a little bit, you'll have your chance again, and they told me that they saw something positive in me. So being told just kind of like wait was like a big problem in my life, a big hurdle I had to get over. So that was just emotionally was the hardest part.
You guys, as keepers as a group, you're kind of separated in a way, but what is it like to be in a group of goaltenders as you practice and as you go through? Is it a close-knit thing?
It is, honestly. The great thing about being goalkeepers is we have three of Luke Keaton, Quinn, and me, and we all feed off each other. Like, we have certain drills that we like to do. Mm-hmm. We'll have one day we'll go jump over hurdles or ladders, and then we'll all feed off each other. Like, here, this is what we should do. Like, I'll actually be like perfect a little bit, and do this. So there's a lot of brotherly love, we'll say, going along with us. We're all close knit, we're like tight. So we really want to make each other better no matter what. So we're always trying to push each other and be this we possibly can be. Competition,
though, there's got to be a little bit of that.
There is. And that that's just how every sport is. So, but like as a goalkeeper, there's 3 spots. I mean, one spot there's only 3 keepers here. So it's not like when we do scrimmage, it gets a little heated sometimes, and we know it. I have the freshman make a great save once in a while, and it kind of make me a little upset. And I'm like, man, I got to step up my game just a bit. So yeah, it keeps you on your toes. We'll say that.
All right, break it down for me as a goaltender. What's the most important thing?
Confidence. Confidence is the key to being a good goalkeeper. Honestly, if you don't have the confidence, you're not going to go into the game fully invested in it, mentally and physically, and you're just going to tear yourself apart. I've had times where I would make a mistake, and then I would dwell on my mistake too much. That would affect my game for the rest of the match. So
gotta have a short memory.
You gotta have a short memory, and that's key. Honestly, you make a mistake, you learn it, you move from it, you push on. So it's a huge thing. Years
ago, I read an article about baseball that it said the time between pitches for an infielder was the most important time. They had to get their mind right, they had to be prepared for the next play, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of time between pitches.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
What do you do during that time?
Mostly just stay vocal, because there's a lot of time where you can kind of doze off, and you can kind of have time to your brain kind of wanders a little bit, but it's just staying engaged in the game is always physically talking and making sure my players are in position, making sure I'm in position, and also staying warm. It's kind of you're back there by yourself, and you really kind of just walk around, kick the dust a little bit, but you need to stay warm, so kind of move around a bit, stay agile at the moment on your toes.
Jefferson Robley says that this turf is the fastest that we play on all year. How does that change your game as a goaltender?
As a goalkeeper, I think it really helps with the beneficial. For me, I play quick when it comes to if I receive a ball and I throw it in. I like to play quick and get the team push up and gain possession real quickly, because I'm not a big I'm not a big punter or long ball kind of guy. So like if I get ball, if I have a chance to possess it, I'll play it quick. So when I roll it out or pass it out, we're playing quick, like right from the back, from me, and all the way to the front. So it's huge.
We've talked about soccer a little bit. Let's talk about school. You have a history and education major, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what are you going to do?
I switched that
Oh, you
sophomore
did?
year.
Okay.
I'm business major with a history minor.
Okay, why'd you switch?
Still majoring and playing soccer is just it's a little overwhelming sometimes, and I needed to drop one of the majors, actually both of them, and change it to help stay here,
Sure.
be here. It was just a lot with soccer and everything. I knew like if I wanted to have a good GPA, I needed to kind of switch my major and my focus on something different.
Bottom line is graduating, and what do you want to do after graduation?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I have a lot of possibilities. My mother and father, they own their own sod company.
Okay.
So family business is always an option for me. So it was just always probably most likely the number one thing we do right now. So
That sounds like a physically hard business. Tell me about your mother and father.
oh, they're from O'Fallon, Missouri. And they moved to Jeff City, and then my dad is actually the second generation of sod growers. So they came to Jeff City and opened up a sod farm, and they were both were 23.
Really?
So really young, and they're great people. Love them to death. They're the reason why I'm here. They helped me pay for
Right.
school and everything, and teach me how to be a man, I guess.
Your high school years in Jefferson City, but you went to a small high school. Tell me about that.
I went to Elias Catholic. That was I think there's like 700 students. It was really small, but it was a great transition because it wasn't like Jewell wasn't a giant school.
Right, sure.
So
Yeah, Jewell's only slightly larger.
Exactly. So like it was great. I wasn't like overwhelmed with like oh gosh, like there's so many people here. Like my classes are so huge. It wasn't. It was perfect for me. Like we had 20 to 30 students in class. And a lot of teacher and student with teachers helping students a lot,
Sure.
which was a huge thing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with here. Like honestly, I've had the utmost respect for my teachers for the time and effort they put in for me.
This has unintentionally been a goalkeeper day here with Alex Pressman, our halftime guest during the women's game. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked her. Is that at this point, what would you like people to know about you that we haven't talked about already?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm a pretty open person, and I'm I go to people when I if I need anything. If they need anything from me, always be open with me. I'm a pretty positive person. Easygoing, I'm not anything too crazy or different from anybody else, so I'm just pretty simple, say that.
What would you like this season to hold for you? When it's done, you look back on it, what would you like to say you accomplished, either as a team or individually?
As a team, I'd like to go above 500 on wins, have a better record. And actually, I really want this team this year to win conference tournament. I think we have a chance to do that. I think we have a lot of returning starters, and I think we're really positive about that. We can do something constructive this year, so that's a huge thing right now. I would like to do something big in conference, let them know that William Jewell's still here.